Hello everyone, welcome to UPSC Sathi. Some of you were asking about my Telegram channel, so here it is UPSC Sathi by Manoj and Sociology with Manoj. If you search on Telegram, you'll find these two channels. You guys can join this channel. So, with Sociology with Manoj, I am posting some content or some new article which are important for your sociology paper too. So, those who are having sociology optional, they can join this channel and other people they can join this UPSC Sathi by Manoj. Here I am posting some quotes and other important things which can be helpful in your essay paper. And in coming days, I will post something related to GS as well. So do join these two channels. And my score in essay was 119 in 2021 and 116 in 2022. Right. So in this video, basically, this is the second essay written by Vikram Grewal sir. Vikram Grewal sir. We have already we have already analyzed his first essay, how he has written, how well he has written, and why he has scored so much. So we can learn something from his essay. So the topic is that universities should be a place for creativity, out-of-box thinking, and ideological disruptions. Creativity, out-of-box thinking, and ideological disruptions. So universities should be place of these things, right? So you should read your topic again and again, try to understand what are the key points, and then try to brainstorm on it and generate different dimension and different points and use the course phrases, examples in very appropriate manner. Right? This is what UPSC is demanding from you. And we'll see how Vikram Grewal sir uh, writes this essay. So he starts with student must be taught how to think, not what to think, right? This enlightening quote by Margaret Mead. So he's starting with a quote of a thinker, Margaret Mead. Shook the 20th century global system of education by its roots. Education at that time was designed to be submissive and morally imposed knowledge infiltrated through a hierarchical structure. Universities of the colonial and post-colonial world thus inherited this regressive design. So he is also underlining important things. See, he is underlining important things, important points, right? Thinkers using quotes. He started with a quote, right, of a thinker that is Margaret Mead. Next paragraph, he is again started with a thinker Amartya Sen. In his book, The Argumentative Indian, cherishes the Indian habit of dissent, debate, and discussion. He credits this habit to be a congenial ancient practice that developed in our great universities of Takshila, Nalanda, Vikramshila, and Odantapuri. These Buddhist Mahaviharas explored epistemology, philosophy, and dialectics centuries before Western philosophers Hegel, Nietzsche, and Marx too championed such subjects. Creativity and out-of-the-box thinking is reflected in Vedas and Upanishads, especially in the debate between Gargi and Yagnavalkya in Chandogya Upanishad. So, sir is showing his knowledge of ancient Indian history, education system, Vedic, trying to highlight the importance of Vedic education system, where innovative answers are brought about through rigorous questioning of norms. So, universities of medieval India. So now, sir is coming to medieval India. Medieval India remain obscure, although they do give example of early ideological disruptions. See, disruptions. Disruption is the keyword in the form of Akbar's religious debate at Ibadat Khana. Shamanic creativity and out-of-box thinking brought vibrance to early Indian society as well as relief to lower section of society. Creativity of Indian thought began to be crushed by the coming of the evangel- evangelism and Anglicist from Britain. Though they broaden our knowledge base, initially courtesy Orientalism, the later half of the 19th century devised top-down foreign interference in hearts and minds of Indian youth. Universities were the first to respond to this mental colonialism and intellectual oppression. See, can you see he's trying to highlight the important words, trying to make examiner or try to attract the attention of examiner to the keywords to the important point so that the life of examiner becomes easier and he rewards the aspirant accordingly. Next, he is coming to modern Indian history. Young Bengal movement under Vivian Henry Darrozier brought about creativity in tackling social issues, out-of-box thinking, and promoting scientific temper and ideological disruption against orthodox thought of Indian Gentry Kurjan's 1905 Universities Act suppressed all forms of dissent in colleges and enhanced government control. All the aforementioned examples help us understand that freedom of thought is an inalienable human right, which, though not recognized in history, did make it own way through universities. Universities have always been and continue to be a fountainheads of progressive ideas and change. Creativity and innovative thought process should be therefore encouraged. The peculiar relationship between the three levels of education illustrates the importance of a creative approach at all levels: primary, secondary, and tertiary, that is university level. However, primary and secondary follow a regimental approach. In India, moral values, obedience, and discipline are imbibed in the students at these stages. Therefore, it becomes more essential to free these restrictions in third, that is the university level. When a young caterpillar forms a cocoon and a pupa later, there comes a time when it has to break free as a butterfly and spread its wing. Universities play the role of nurturing the flight of these young butterflies. So, such a beautiful analogy sir is giving, Vikram Grewal sir is giving through the example of caterpillar, right? When a young caterpillar forms a cocoon and pupa later, there comes a time when it has to break free as a butterfly and spread its wing. In a similar manner, uh, in schools we learn moral values, obedience, discipline. But in university, we need to fly, we need to learn, we need to question people, right? We need to think. So we need to fly and spread our wings. So such a beautiful analogy is given. So it will definitely attract the attention of examiner. He will be feeling very happy while reading these kind of analogy and these kind of example and this kind of essay. So accordingly, justify, it is justified that Vikram Grewal sir got 161 marks in essay. Next, universities are the hubs of diversity. Now, sir is showing the importance of universities. They welcome students from across the spectrum of the society, either on merit or privilege. However, once an individual participates in the so-called college culture, he or she must feel the scope of boundless possibilities, right, that await him. Debate and discussion must be encouraged for these possibilities to be realized. Right? A culture of creativity and innovative thinking is the key to achieve a healthy society. Universities, if supported in these aspects, will produce promising graduates who will work towards the betterment of entire social setup. Niti Aayog's report. So, using the latest report and data on tertiary education, found that liberalizing universities could boost social metrics index and reduce poverty by 5.65 to 6%. Raja Ram Mohan example sir is using in his journal Sambad Comedy on founding the Calcutta Hindu College that instilling rationality and empathy is the primary goal of education, and university must adhere to it. Creativity in the field of arts, commerce, science, and performing art is not only interdisciplinary but a potential unifier. For example, Stephen Hawking. So another example used by Vikram Grewal sir in his essay. For example, Stephen Hawking, in his search for a unifying theory of the universe, took help of several pop culture artists, right, and even musicians. Albert Einstein, again example. Einstein was an adept violin player at the Vienna University while studying maths and physics. Manjula Bhargava, example. India's foremost mathematician and tabla player, highlighted the importance of promoting out-of-box multi-pronged approach in Indian university. Now, gross enrollment ratio at tertiary level stands at 25%. So, sir is using data. In India, where at the primary level it is around 99%. This huge gap is due to several structural and socio-economic issues. So, from uh, while ending this paragraph, Sir is trying to show to the examiner that from next paragraph, I will be focusing on the issues, right? So smooth transition, and this is how you can link one para to another para. So according to HRD Ministry data, out of 5% of admitted college students drop out annually. Social pressure, discrimination, sexism, violence, along with lack of psychological and social support, top the major reasons for this situation. Thus, data only aggravates the need for having open institution in our universities. Distance learning, open courses and counseling need to be encouraged for spreading tertiary education. These are just a few of the potential out-of-the-box solution, right? Out-of-the-box solution. Employability, another issue, is a serious issue after accessibility and affordability of the university education. According to McKinsey report, 25% of annual pass-outs are employable in any sector, just 25%. So great use of data in a great manner. This is because our curriculum encourages rote learning, issue, and prominence of scoring marks. Free thinking, empiricism, experimentation, and innovation are not part of syllabus of universities, and hence none of the institution features in top 100 of the world. Even 20 institutions recommended by N. Gopalaswamy Committee uh, on Institute of Eminence lag far behind. Thus, intricate changes in curriculum to orient learning towards creativity and out-of-box thinking are necessary to reach level of Oxford, Cambridge, and MIT. So we need to change our curriculum. We need to align them to have out-of-box thinking, creative solution. So if we want to reach to the level of Oxford, Cambridge, and MIT, students of Indian origin form a massive chunk of the batches at these great universities of the world. This shows the condition of our higher education do need creative reforms to gauge prospects. Sir now is talking about reforms, right? Along with the promoting diversity, universities are a reflection of the ideas of our constitution. So in this paragraph, sir is trying to use his knowledge of Indian polity and constitution, and so this is how he is beautifully using various dimension, opening various dimension in his essay, right? So next, constant constructive criticism springing out of the university would mean better, and now constructive criticism springing out of universities would mean better prospect of having better lawyers, media persons, scholars, teachers, academics, professional in future. This will lead to better functioning of the government and ultimately good governance, right? So introduce good governance. It will also proliferate awareness throughout the social spectrum and especially to the remote areas and minorities who will be informed about their rights. Further, good debaters and thinkers will make great leaders. Uh, Readers today, leader tomorrow. So, what a good use of quote by Vikram Grewal sir. Again, he is using quote, and this time this quote is related to Aristotle. Reader today, leader tomorrow. So one who is reading today, one who is reading today will become leader tomorrow. A mature citizen with neutral ideological perspective can only be achieved when they, as young students, go through rigorous ideological disruptions, making mistakes and learning from them. With the coming of the digital age, it is absolutely imperative to free our university from shackles of the old customs that binds us. A renaissance is the basis for a reformation, said Hegel. So, using quote again, had said, this is the time for a modern renaissance in our university. It will be a creative, digital, and ideologically awakening renaissance if appropriate measures are taken. Union government has been taking steps. Now, sir is talking about steps taken by the government. So, different steps, HEPA, NIRF, UA, and AAC. You can also talk about national education policy now, right? But these are not just acronyms but deeply researched initiatives of the education sector. These must be revived and aligned with the objectives of achieving creativity, out-of-box thinking, and ideological enlightenment in our university. Debate, dissent, and discussion must continue within the receiving and producing end of the policy making process. After all, what is the nation? After all, what is a nation? But a people, but a people in constant dialogue. So after all, what is the nation but a people in but people in constant dialogue? So sir has ended his essay with a beautiful phrase. So this is how you need to understand that how we can write a good essay by learning from the topper's copy, right? So UPSC says and what UPSC says about essay. So the we need to read that again. Candidates are expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay to arrange their ideas in an orderly fashion and to write concisely. So write concisely. So your idea must be ordered. There should be a structure in that. You need to write concisely, right? So you can open various dimension, but you need to ensure that you are writing in an orderly manner. There is the smooth transition between paras. You are using the linking words from when you are when you are moving from one para to another para. You should use stories, anecdotes, quotes, phrases in an appropriate manner. And this is what Vikram Grewal sir has shown that how we can do it. So if he can do it, you guys can also do it, right? So once again, I'm telling you, UPSC Sati by Manoj, you can join this Telegram channel, and Sociology with Manoj, you can join this Telegram channel for sociology, right? So this is all in this video. Thank you very much.